Hokum is a movie I was anticipating since it was announced because of how much I enjoyed Oddity. However, the trailers make it look like one type of movie, something a little weird, maybe even a little messy, but once it actually gets going, it flips that expectation pretty quickly. The biggest thing Hokum gets right is its atmosphere. There's this constant feeling that something is off, like you're watching everything through a lens that's just slightly distorted, and the film leans into that hard. It doesn't rush to explain itself, and I actually respect that. It trusts the audience to sit in the confusion for a bit. The performances, another standout. Nobody feels like they're just reading lines. Every character feels grounded, even when the story starts getting more surreal. There are moments where the acting alone carries entire scenes without much happening on the surface, and those ended up being some of the most memorable parts of the movie. Visually, Hokum is kind of a mixed bag, but in a good way. Some shots are straight up beautiful, like something you'd pause just to take in. Others feel intentionally rough or uncomfortable. It's not always clean, but it feels deliberate, like the movie wants you slightly unsettled the whole time. Now, that said, this movie is definitely not for everyone. The pacing can be slow, like really slow at times. There are stretches where it feels like the story is barely moving, and if you're not fully locked in, it's easy to lose patience. It's one of those films where you have to meet it halfway. And then there's the story itself. Hokum does not hand you clear answers. By the time the credits roll, you're left putting pieces together on your own. Some people are going to love that. Others, they're probably going to be frustrated, wondering what the point of it all was. Personally, I think it works, but barely. It walks a thin line between being thought-provoking and being confusing just for the sake of it. If you like movies that are more about the feeling than the plot, this is going to be right up your alley. If you're looking for something straightforward with a clean beginning, middle, and end, this probably isn't it. Overall, Hokum is weird, a little messy, but also kind of unforgettable. It's the type of movie that you keep thinking about after it's over, even if you're not entirely sure why. And honestly, that might be the whole point. I'd give it a 8 out of 10.